and her to incest did provoke. Bad child, worse father, to entice his own to evil should be done by none. But custom what they did begin was with long use account no sin. The princess's beauty attracted many suitors, but her father decreed that anyone who wanted to marry her had to answer a riddle. For which the failure was death. I am no viper, yet I feed on mother's flesh which did me breed. I sought a husband in which labor I found that kindness in a father. He's father's son and husband mild, I mother wife and yet his child. How they may be and yet in two, as he will live, resolve it you. Pericles realizes that if he answers the riddle, Antiochus and his daughter will be killed. But if he does not, he will be killed. He wisely stalls for time and flees back to his palace in Tyre. King Antiochus realizes that Pericles has guessed his secret, and he sends an assassin to make sure that Pericles does not reveal the answer.
Danger which I feared is at Antioch. King Antiochus, against whom I am too little to contend, is so great to make his will an act. Will think me to speaking even though I swear to silence. Nor boots me to honor him if he thinks I dishonor him.
Joy and all comfort in your sacred rest, and keep your mind till you return to us peaceful and comfortable.
Peace, peace, and give experience tongue. They do abuse the king who flatter him. For flattery is the bellows which blows up sin, the thing which is flattered but a spark to which that blast gives heat and stronger glowing. Whereas reproof, obedient and in order, suits kings as they are men, for they may fair.
I'll leave us. Helicanus, thou hast moved us. What seest in our looks?
An angry brow, dread lord.
There be such a dark and a prince's frown. How durst thy tongue move anger to our face?
How dare the plants look up to heaven from whence they gain their nourishment?
You know I have the power to take thy life from thee.
Am ground the axe myself. Do you but strike the blow?
Rise, I pray, rise. Thou art no flatterer, and I thank thee for it. Heaven forbid that kings should hear the truths hid from their ears. Fit counselor and servant for a prince, by whose wise wisdom makes a prince thy servant. What would you have me do?
Well, my lord, since you have given me leave to speak, freely will I speak. Antiochus you fear, and justly too. I think you fear the tyrant who either by public war or private treason will take away your life. Therefore, my lord, go travel for a while, till that his rage and anger be forgot, or until the destinies do cut his thread of life. Your rule direct to any. If to me, day serves not light more faithful than all we.
I do not doubt your faithfulness, but should you wrong me in my absence?
We'll mingle our bloods within the earth, from whence we had our being and our birth.
Yeah.
Ow!
You alright?
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Yeah, get away.
From Tyre I turn my eyes, and to Tarsus attend my travels.
So, this is Tyre. And this is the court. Here must I kill King Pericles, for if I do it not, I will surely be hanged at home. Yeah. For if a king bid a man to be a villain, then he is indentured by his oath to be one. Hush, here come the lords of Tyre.
You need not, my noble peers of Tyre, question me further on your king's departure. His sealed commission entrusted to me doth speak sufficiently. He is gone to travel.
What? The king gone? Now I know I will not be hanged. But Since he's gone, the seas must please. He has escaped the land to perish at the sea. I will present myself.
Peace to the lords of Tyre.
Lord Thaliard from Antioch is welcome.
And it is from him that I bring a message unto princely Pericles. But since my landing, I have learned that he has taken himself to unknown travels, so my message must return from whence it came.
Nor have we reason to desire it. Entrusted to our king, and not to us. Ere you depart, this thing we desire. As friends to Antioch, let us feast in Tyre.
That's
Bring on.
Here come.
His name was Cleon.
Oh, Cleon, who wanteth food and will not say he wants it, or can consume his hunger till he famishes. Our tongues and sorrows do sound deep, our woes into their air. Our eyes do weep.
This Tarsus over which I have the government, a city whose plenty held full hand, and riches strewed themselves even in the streets, whose towers bore so high they kissed the clouds, and strangers there beheld but wondered at. But see what heavens can do by this our change. These mouths, which were of late, earth, air, and sea, were all too happy, all too little to content and please, although they gave their creatures in abundance. As houses are defiled for lack of use, they are now starved for lack of exercise. Those palates, which not 2 summers younger, need invention to delight the taste, would now be glad of bread and bake for it. Those mothers who do nozzle up their young thought not too curious, are ready now to eat those darlings which they love. Is not this true?
It is. Our cheeks and hollow eyes do witness it. Oh, let those cities that have plenty's cup and her prosperity so largely taste, with their superfluous riots, hear these tears. The misery of Tarsus may be theirs.
Where's the Lord Governor?
Here, speak out thy sorrows which thou bring in haste. Blah, 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 blah. For comfort is too far for us to expect.
Ye have descried upon our neighboring shore a portly sail of ships make hitherward.
I thought as much. One sorrow does not come, but brings an heir that may succeed as his inheritor. And so are some neighboring nation, having taken advantage of our misery, have stuffed these hollow vessels with their power to beat us down who are down already, and make a conquest of unhappy me, whereas no glory's got to overcome.
That's the least fear, for by the semblance of their white flags displayed, they bring us peace, and come to us as favorers, not as foes.
What need we fear? The ground's the lowest, and we are halfway there. Go tell their general we attend him here, to know what he comes, and whence he comes, and what he craves.
I go, my lord.
Welcome is peace, if on peace consist. If on wars, we are unable to resist.
Ah, Lord Governor, for so we hear you are. Let not the number of our ships and men be like a beacon ablaze to amaze your eyes. For we have heard of your misery as far as Tyre, and seen the desolation of your streets. We are not here to add sorrow to your tears, but to relieve you of your heavy burden. And these ships, you happily may think, are like the Trojan horse, stuffed within with bloody veins overflowing with corn to make the needed bread, and to give life to those starved half dead.
The gods of Greece protect you, and will pray for you.
Rise, I pray you, rise. We do not look for reverence, but for love, and safe harborage for myself, our ships, and our men.
That which when anyone shall not gratify, or pay with unthankfulness of thought, be it our wives, our children, or ourselves, the curse of heaven, and men succeed their evils till when, the which I hope shall ne'er be seen, your grace is welcome to our town and us.
Such welcome we happily accept, and will stay and dine a while until the stars that frown give us a smile.
Meanwhile, back in Tyre, Helicanus writes to Pericles and to let him know that Thaliard is on his trail and it is no longer safe to stay in Tarsus. Pericles sets sail again, but a storm breaks out and his ship is wrecked.
What's that for?
It's in the documentation, actually. See, it says, enter Pericles wet.
Don't trust Wikipedia, please.
You mean Wikipedia's not a primary source?
No, no. Yet cease your ire, you angry stars of heaven. Wind, rain, and thunder, remember that earthly man is but a substance that must yield to you, and I, as fits my nature, do obey you. Oh, but alas, the sea has cast me upon the rocks, and washed me from shore to shore, and left me breath but nothing to think upon but ensuing death. Let it suffice the greatness of your powers to have bereft a prince of all his fortunes, and having thrown him from your watery grave, here to have death and peace is all he'll crave.
What? How? Pastor? Ha! Come and bring away the nets! Patch breach? I say! What say you, master? Look how thou stirrest now! Get to work or I'll fetch thee with a vengeance. What food now?
Peace be at your labor, honest fisherman.
Honest? Good fellow, what's that? If it be a day that fits you, search out the calendar and let no one look after it.
One may see what the sea has cast upon your shore.
Oh, what a drunken knave was the sea to cast thee in our way.
A man whom both the waters and the winds and that vast tennis court have made a ball for them to play upon. Entreats you to pity him, and he asks of you that never used to beg.
What? Can you not beg? Why, there's many here in Greece that gets more with begging than we do with fishing. Canst thou not catch any fishes, then?
I never practiced it.
Oh, nay, then thou wilt starve, for here there's nothing to be got nowadays unless thou canst fish for it.
No. What I have been, I forgot to know, and what I am teaches me think on. A man thronged up with cold, my veins are chill, and have no more life left in me than to give my tongue the heat to ask for your help. And if you shall refuse, when I am dead, since I am a man, pray, see me bury it.
Die, quoth they? I should say not. Here, I have a robe. Put it on and keep thee warm. Now, there before me is a handsome fellow, and come with me. We will have flesh for holidays, and fish for fasting days, and moreover puddings, and flapjacks, and you will be welcome.
I thank you, sir.
Oh, hark you, my friend, you said you could not beg.
I did but crave.
Oh, but crave? Then I'll turn craver too, and shall escape whipping.
Why, are your beggars whipped then?
Oh, well, not all, friend, not all. For if all your beggars were whipped, I could wish no better office than to be beadle. I'll go bring away the news.
How well this honest mirth becomes their labor.
Hark you, sir, do you know where you are?
Oh, not well.
Well, this is Pentapolis, and our king, the good Simonides.
Ooh, how far distant is his court from these shores?
Oh, nary half the day's journey yonder, and he has a beautiful daughter. And tomorrow is her birthday. And princes, yes, exactly, and princes and knights from all over the world have come to tourney and joust for her love.
Oh, if my fortunes were equal to my desires, I could wish to make one there.
Well, be that as it may, a man may not, what a man cannot get, he may lawfully bargain for his wife's soul. Help, master, help! Oh, here's a fish hangs in the net like a poor man writing the law. He'll hardly come out. Ha! Box on it. 'Tis come at last, and 'tis turned to a rusty armor.
Armor, friends, I pray you, let me see it. Oh, thanks, fortunes, after all my crosses, thou givest me someone to repair myself.
What mean you, sir?
To beg of you, kind friends, this coat of worth, and to Guide me to your sovereign court, wherein I may appear a gentleman, and where my fortune's better, there I would pay your bounties, until then to remain your debtor.
Well, wouldst thou then tourney for the lady?
I shall show the virtue I have borne in arms.
Well then, keep it, and God give you good on it.
But hark you, my friend. Remember that it was we who made up the garments from the rough seams of the waters. There are certain condolements, certain veils. I hope, sir, that if you thrive, you remember from whence you had it.
Believe it, I will.
Oh, well, then we'll sure provide. Thou shalt have my best gown to make thee a pair, and I'll take thee to court myself.
Then honor be but a goal to my will. This day I'll rise, or else add ill to ill.
Get your act together, at least.
We're in Act 1.
Knights, to say your welcome were superfluous. To place upon the volume of your deeds, as in a title page, your worth in arms, were more than you expect, or more than's fit, since every worth in show commends itself. Prepare for mirth becomes a feast. You are princes and my guests.
Just more about, oh, wait a minute. To you, my knight? To you, my knight?
Yes,
you are princes and my
sorry,
guests.
I beg your pardon. And unto you, my knight and guest, this wreath of victory I give, and crown you king of this day's happiness.
'Tis more by fortune than by merit, lady.
Oh, call it by what you will, the day is yours. And here I hope is none that envies it. Your presence glads our days. Honor we love, for who hates honor hates the gods above.
By Jove, this be king of thoughts. This meat resists me, she but thought upon.
By Juno, that is queen of marriage. All viands that I eat do seem unsavory to me. Wishing him my meat. Sure, he's a gallant gentleman.
Oh, he's but a country gentleman, has done no more than other knights have done, has broken a staff or so let it pass.
To me he seems like a diamond glass.
Here with a cup that's stored unto the brim, as you do love, fill to your mistress' lips. We drink this health to you.
We thank your grace.
Yet, pause a while. Young knight doth sit too melancholy, as if the entertainment of our court had not a show might countervail his worth. Note it not you, Thaisa?
What is that to me, my father?
Oh, attend, my daughter. Princes in this should live like us to the gods above, who freely give to every one that comes to honor. Therefore, to make his entrance more sweet, here. Say we drink this standing bowl of wine to him.
Oh, alas, it falls not to me, my father, unto a stranger knight to be so bold. He would my proffer take for offense, since men take women's gifts for impudence.
How? Do as I bid you, or you'll move me else.
Now, by the gods, he could not please me better.
And furthermore, tell him we desire to know of him, of whence he is, his name and parentage.
The king, my father, sir, has drunk to you,
I thank him.
wishing it so much blood unto your life.
I thank both him and you, and pledge him freely.
And further, he desires to know of whence you came, your name and parentage.
A gentleman of Tyre, my name Pericles, my education been in arts and arms, who, while looking for adventure in the world, the rough seas has reft me of ships and men, and shipwrecked me upon your shore.
By the gods, I do pity his misfortune. Gentlemen, we sit too long on trifles, and waste the time which looks for other revels, pages and lights to conduct these knights unto their several lodgings. Yours, sir, we have given order to be next our own.
I am at your grace's pleasure.
Princes, it is too late to talk of love, and that's the mark I know you level at. Therefore, each one betake him to his rest. Tomorrow, all for speeding do their best. Now to my daughter's letter. She tells me here, she'll wed the stranger knight, or never more to view nor day nor night. Very well, mistress, your choice agrees with mine. I like it well. Nay, how absolute she's in it, not minding whether I dislike or no. Well, I do commend her choice, and will have it no longer be delayed. Oh, soft, here he comes. I will dissemble it.
Ah, good morrow to you, good Simonides.
Oh, and to you as well, sir. I am much beholding to you for your sweet music this last night. I do protest my ears were never better fed with such delightful, pleasing harmony.
It is your grace's pleasure to commend, not my deserts.
Oh, sir, you are music's master.
The worst of all their scholars.
Let me ask you one thing. What do you think of my daughter?
Most virtuous princess.
And she is fair too, is she not?
As a fair day in summer, wondrous fair.
Sir, my daughter thinks very well of you. So well, in fact, that you must be her teacher and she will be your scholar. Therefore, look to it.
I am unworthy to be your schoolmaster.
No, she thinks not so. Thou hast bewitched my daughter, and thou art a villain.
By the gods, I have not. No thought of mine has levied offense, nor any action of mine is yet to commence a deed to gain her love or your displeasure.
Traitor, thou liest!
Traitor!
Lie, traitor!
Even in his throat, even if it be the king that calls me traitor, I return the lie.
By the gods, I do applaud his courage.
My actions are as noble as my thoughts, that never relished of a base descent. I come unto your court for honor's cause, not to be a rebel to her state. And if any man accounts me otherwise, this sword shall prove he is honor's enemy.
No, here comes my daughter. She can witness it.
I'm wishing that my love will... Oh, good morning, Dad.
Then, as you are as virtuous and fair, resolve your angry father that any tongue of mine that ever subscribe or any hand of mine solicit any syllable to make love to you.
Why, sir, say if you had, who takes offense at that which makes me glad?
Yea, mistress, art thou so peremptory? I am glad on it with all my heart. I'll take you. I'll bring you into subjection. Will you, not having my consent, bestow your love and your affection upon a stranger, who for aught I know may be, nor can I think the contrary, as great in blood as myself? Therefore, hear you, mistress, either frame your will to mine, and you, sir, hear you, either be ruled by me, or else I will make you both man and wife. Nay, calm your handsome lips as sealing to, and being joined, I'll thus your hopes destroy, and for a further grief, God give you joy. What, are you both pleased?
Yes, if you love me, sir.
Even as my blood fosters it.
Oh, what, are you both agreed?
Yes, if it please your majesty.
Oh, it pleaseth me so that I will see you wed. And then with what haste you can get you to bed.
Meanwhile, back in Tyre, Helicanus writes to Pericles and tells him that Antiochus and his daughter have been killed in a bizarre high-speed chariot accident. It is now safe for Pericles to return home and his daughter, and he should hurry, as the lords of Tyre want to crown Helicanus king. But he's convinced them to wait a year to see if Pericles returns. Pericles and Thaisa, who's pregnant? They only went off stage 30 seconds ago! Pericles and Thaisa, who's pregnant, set sail for Tyre, accompanied by her nurse, Lycurida. Of course, a storm breaks out. Love it.
Lycurgus, how does my queen? Thou stormest venomously. Wilt thou spit all thyself? The seaman's whistle is, as whispered unto the ears of death, unheard. Lycurgus! Oh, Lucina, oh, divinest patroness and midwife gentle to those that cry by night, convey thy deity aboard our dancing boat, and make swift the pangs of my queen's travails.
Here is a thing too young for such a place, who, if it had been seen, would die as I am like to do. Take in your arms this piece of your dead queen.
How? How, Lycurgus?
Patient sir, do not assist the storm. Here is all that is left of your queen, your daughter. For the sake of it, be manly and take comfort.
Oh, you gods, why do you make us love your goodly gifts and take them straight away? We here below do not recall what we give, and there I may use honor with you.
Patient sir, even for this charge.
Oh, now mild may be thy life, for more blusterous birth have never begged. Quiet and gentle thy conditions, thou art the rudeliest welcome to this world. Happy what follows, thou hast this chiding and activity that earth, air, fire, and water, and heaven could make to herald thee from the womb. Even at the first thy loss is more than can thy portage quit. Now, the gods, cast your best eyes upon it.
Sir, your queen must overboard. The sea works high, the wind is loud, and will not lie till the ship be cleared of the dead.
That is your superstitions.
Pardon us. With us at sea it has been still observed, and we are strong accustomed. Therefore briefly we do it, for she must overboard straight.
As you think, Pete, most wretched queen.
Here she lies, sir.
Oh, a terrible childbed that hast thou had. No fire, no light. The unfriendly elements have forgot thee utterly, nor have I time to get thee hallowed to thy grave, but straight must cast thee scarcely coffined into the ooze, wherefore a monument to thy bones and ever-remaining lamps. The belching whales and humming waters will overwhelm thy corpse, lying among simple shells. Lycurgus, bring me my spices, paper and ink, my casket and my jewels, and bring me the satin coffer. Lay the babe upon the pillow, and hide thee while I say a priestly farewell to her. Well, suddenly, woman!
Sir, we have a chest beneath the hatches, clocked and betooned ready.
I thank thee, mariner. Say, what coast is this?
We are near Tarsus.
Oh, make for Tyre. When can we make it?
By break of day, if the wind cease.
Oh, for Tarsus then. For the babe cannot hold out till morning, and there I will leave him with Cleon, and look for gentle nursings. Go that way, gentle mariner. I will bring the body presently.
Philemon, ho!
You called?
Fire and eat for these men. It has been a turbulent and stormy night.
I have been in many, but till now, such a night as this I never endured.
Your master will be dead ere you return. There's nothing that can be ministered to nature that can recover it. Here, take this to the apothecary and tell me how it works. It is known I have ever studied physic and unlocked the secrets which dwell within vegetatives, minerals, and stones. What is that?
Sir, even now that the sea toss upon our shore this chest, 'tis of some wreck.
Well, let's look on it.
'Tis like coffee, sir.
'Tis wondrous heavy, whatever it is. Wrench it open. If the sea's stomach be overcharged with gold, 'tis a good constraint of fortune it belches upon us.
'Tis so known.
How close is cocked and betooned? Did the sea cast this up?
I never saw so huge a billow, sir, as tossed upon shore.
Well, open it. Soft, it smells most sweetly in my sense.
Delicate down there.
As ever hit my nostril. Oh, ye potent gods, what is this? A corpse? Most strange. Shrouded in cloth of state, vaulted and treasured with full bags of spice, and a passport. Apollo, perfect me in the characters. Here I give to understand If ere this coffin drive a land, I, King Pericles, have lost this queen worth all our mundane cost. Who her give her burying? She was the daughter of a king. Besides this treasure for a fee, the gods requite his charity. Pericles, if thou livest, thou ever hast a heart that cracked for woe. This chance tonight?
Most likely, sir.
Nay, certainly tonight, for look how fresh she looks. They were too rough that tossed her into the sea. Set a fire within and get all of my boxes from my closet. Death may usurp on nature many hours, and yet the spark of life can be kindled again. I pray, give her air. See how she begins to glow. Live, fair creature, and awake, and make us weep to hear your story, rare as you seem to be.
Oh, dear, Diana, where am I? Where's my lord? What world is this?
Well, madam, this treasure and this passport were with you in this coffin. Know you the character?
It is my lord's. That I was shipped at sea, I well remember, even unto my birthing time. But whether they are delivered by the gods, I know not. But since King Pericles, my wedded lord, I ne'er shall see again, a vestal livery I shall take me to, and nevermore have joy.
Well, madam, if this your purpose you speak is true, the temple of Diana is not far distant, where you may abide until your hour expire. Moreover, a niece of mine there will attend you.
My recompense is thanks, that's all. My goodwill great, though the gift small.
Most honored Cleon, I must needs be gone. My 12 months has expired, and Tyre stands in litigious peace. You and your lady, take from my heart all thankfulness. The gods make up the rest upon you.
Your shafts of fortune, though they wound you mortally, yet glance full wonderingly on us.
Oh, your sweet queen, that the strict fates had pleased you, had brought her hither to have blessed mine eyes with hers.
We cannot but obey the powers above. Could I rage and roar as doth the sea she lies in, but in the end must be as 'tis. The babe Marina, for she was born at sea and I have named so, I here charge you with all charity in the raising of my child. I beseech you that she be given such princely training so that she may be mannered as she is born.
Fear not, my lord, but thank your grace, who fed my country with your corn, for which the people's prayers still fall upon you, lest in your child you father. Neglection should make there and make me vile. The common body, by you relieved, should force me to my duty. But if by nature be the spur, the gods revenge it upon me and mine, to the end of generation.
I believe you. Your honor and your goodness teach me to it without your vows, till she be married, madam. By Diana, whom we both honor, I must needs be gone. Please, make me blessed in the raising of my child.
I have won myself, my lord, who will not be more dear to my respect than yours.
Madam, my thanks and prayers.
Meanwhile...
Meanwhile, back in Tyre, Pericles has returned to reclaim his throne. In Ephesus, Thaisa has joined a convent, and in Tarsus, Marina has grown up to be a beautiful and accomplished young woman. But her evil stepmother, Dionysa, grows jealous of Marina and hires an assassin, Valiard, to murder her.
Thy oath remember, thou hast sworn to it. 'Tis but a blow which never shall be known. Thou canst not do a thing in this world so soon to yield thee so much profit. Now, let not conscience, which is but cold, inflaming love in thy bosom, inflame too nicely, nor let pity, which even women have cast off, melt thee, but be a soldier to thy purpose.
Here she comes now, weeping for her only mistress' death. Thou art resolved.
I am resolved.
No, I will rob Tellus of her way to strew thy green with flowers. The yellows, the blues, the purple violets and marigolds shall as a carpet hang upon my grave. Will summer days do last? Ay me, poor maid, born in a tempest, when my mother died. This world to me is like a lasting storm, worrying me from my friends. How now, Marina? Why dost thou keep alone? Don't consume thy blood with sorrowing. You have a nurse of me. Come give me your flowers ere this eve, Martha. Walk with Valiard. The air is sharp there and quick, and it pierces and sharpens the stomach. Walk with her, Valiard. Take her by the arm. No, I pray you will not bereave you of your servant. Come, come. I love the king, your father, and yourself with more than a foreign heart. We every day expect him here, and when he shall come and find our paragon, to all reports thus blasted, he will repent the breadth of his great voyage and blame both my lord and me that we have taken no care of your best horses. Go, I pray you, walk and be cheerful again. Preserve that excellent complexion which did steal the eyes of young and old. Care not for me, I can go no more. Well, I will go, but yet I have no desire to it. 'Tis good for you. Valiant, walk half an hour at the least. Remember what I have said.
I warrant you that.
My dear sweet lady, pray walk softly. Do not thy blood. My thanks, sweet madam. Is this wind westerly that blows?
Southwest, I believe.
When I was born, the wind was north.
It wasn't so.
My father, as nurse said, did never fear, but cried good seamen to the sailors, galling his kingly hands, hauling ropes, and clasping to the mast did endure a sea that almost burst the deck.
When was this?
When I was born! Never were the waves of wind more violent, and from the latter temple washes over canvas liner. Hyacinths run, wheeled out, and with a drumming industry they skip from stem to stern. The boat's wind whistles, the master pulls and trebles their confusion.
Come, say your prayers.
What mean you?
Well, if you must pray, then please, do so quickly. Be not tedious, for the gods are quick of ear, and, well, I must be about my business.
Well, why will you kill me?
To satisfy my lady?
Oh, why would she have me killed? Now as I can remember by my troth, I never did hurt her in all my life. Never spoke bad word or did ill turn to any living creature. Believe me, la, I'd never kill a mouse or hurt a fly. I trod upon a worm against my will, but I went for it. How have I offended her in my death may yield her any profit or my life imply her any danger?
Mine is not to, to worry about it, but to do the deed.
You will not do it for all the world, I hope. You are well favored, and your looks for show. You have a gentle heart. I saw you deeply when you caught her imparting to that thought. Good sooth, it shall well in you. Do so now. Your lady seeks my life. Come in between and save poor me, the weaker.
No. I will dispatch.
Halt, women!
Hold! Pirates! What's wrong with you people? It's pirates!
Half-part, mates, half-part. Come, let's have a report.
These roving thieves served the great pirate Valdez. They've taken poor Marina. Let her go. I'll say she's been killed and thrown into sea. I get paid anyway.
Halt! Halt! Halt!
Madame?
Search the market narrowly. Mytilene is full of gallons. We lost too much money this month for being too wenchless.
We were never so much out creatures. We have but 4-3, and they can only do what they can do. And they, with continual action, good as rotten.
Therefore, let us have fresh ones, whatever we pay for them. If there be not conscience in every trade, we shall never prosper.
What else, man? The stuff we have, a strong breeze would blow to pieces. They are so pitifully sodden.
Thou sayest true. They be too unwholesome of conscience. The poor Transylvanian is dead that lay with a little baggage.
Yeah, she quickly pooped him. She made him roast meat for the worms.
Come your ways. My masters, you say she's a virgin?
Oh, God, we doubt it not.
Mistress, I have gone through for this piece. You see? If you like her, so. If not, I have lost my earnest.
Has she any qualities?
She has a good face, speaks well, has excellent clothes, and there's no further necessity of qualities can make her be refused.
What is her price, Bolt?
Oh, I cannot be dated 1 coin of 1,000 pieces.
Masters, follow me. You shall have your money presently. Sister, take her inside and instruct her what she has to do that she may not be raw in her entertainment.
Very well. Bolt, take you the marks of her height, complexion, color of her hair, age, warrant of her virginity. And say, he who would pay most shall have her first. A maidenhead is no cheap thing, if men are as they have been. Get this done as I command you.
Performance shall follow.
Alack, that Beliar was so slack, so slow. He should have struck, not spoke. And that these pirates, not enough barbers and not overboard thrown me for to seek my mother.
Why lament, you pretty one?
That I am pretty.
Come, the gods have done their part with you.
I accuse them not.
But you are light into my hands, where you are like to live.
The more my fault to escape his hands where I was like to die.
Aye, but you shall live in pleasure.
No!
Yes, you will. And you shall taste gentlemen of all fashions. You shall fare well, you shall have the differences of all complexions. What, do you stop your ears against me?
Are you a woman?
Marry quickly, Gosling. I think I should have something to do with you. Come, you are young and foolish, sapling. You must be bowed as I would have you.
The gods defend me!
Oh, it is the gods' will to defend you by men. Then men must comfort you. Men must feed you, men must stir you up. Oh, Bolt's returned. Have you cried her to the marketplace?
Oh, I have cried her almost to the number of her hairs. I have drawn her picture with my voice. Faith, they would have hearkened to me, listened to me, as they would have hearkened to their father's testament. There was a Spaniard's mouth so watered that he went to bed to her very description.
And we will have him here tomorrow with his best ruff on.
Prithee, come hither a while. Oh, you have fortunes coming upon you. Mark me. You must seem to do that fearfully which you commit willingly, despite despise profit, where you have most gain. To weep that ye live as ye do makes pity in your lovers. Seldom but that pity begets you a good opinion, and that opinion a mere profit.
I understand you not.
Oh, take her home, mistress. Take her home. These blushes of hers must be quenched with some present practice.
Oh, thou sayest true. For your bride goes to that with shame, which is her way to go with warrant.
Faith, some may and some may not. Oh, but mistress, if I have bargained for the joint.
Oh, then you may certainly cut a morsel off the spit.
Ooh, I may so.
Push it on it. Come, what I like to manage your garments well.
By my faith, they shall not be changed yet.
Don't spend out that in the town vault. Say what a sojourner we have. You'll lose nothing by custom. When nature framed this piece, she did you a good turn. So say what a paragon she is, and you'll have the harvest out of your own report.
I warrant you, madam, thunder shall not so awake the bed of eels as my giving out her beauty stir up the lewdly inclined. I'll bring some home tonight.
Anyways, follow me.
If fires be hot and I'm sharp for waters deep, on Tyre still my virgin knot will keep. Diana, aid my purpose.
What?
Meanwhile, back in Tyre! Meanwhile, back in Tyre, Pericles set sail to bring Marina home. Arriving at Tarsus, he finds her tomb and an epitaph written by the evil Dionysa. The fairest, sweetest, and best lies here, who withered in her spring of years. She was Tyrus, the king's daughter, on whom foul death hath made this slaughter. Marina was she called, and at her birth, Thetis, being proud, swallowed some part of the earth. Therefore the earth, fearing to be overflowed, hath Thetis birth child on the heavens bestowed. Wherefore she does, and swears she'll never stint, make raging war upon shores of flint. No visor does become black villainy so well as soft and tender flattery. Let Pericles believe his daughter's dead, and bear his courses to be ordered. By Lady Fortune, while our scene must play, his daughter's woe heavy well a day, in her unholy service patience then theen, and think you now all are in Mytilene.
Did you ever hear the like? No, nor never shall in such a place as this, she being once gone. But to have divinity preached there, did you ever dream of such a thing? Oh, no. Come, I am for no more bawdy houses. Shall us go and hear the vestals sing? I'll do anything now that is virtuous. I am out of the Roman bride forever.
Well, I had rather had twice the worth of her that she had never come here.
Fie upon her. She could freeze the god Priapus and undo a whole generation. When she should do for her clients and do me, the kindness of our profession, she hands me her quirks, her reasons, her master reasons, her prayers, her knees, that she would make a Puritan of the devil, he would cheapen a kiss on her.
Faith, there's no way to be rig-eyed but by way of the pox. Oh, here comes the Lord Lysimachus, disguised in.
We should have both lord and loan, if the peevish baggage would but give way to customers.
How now? How, dozen virginity?
Oh, blessings upon your honor.
I am glad to see your honor in good health.
You may. And 'tis good for you that your resorters stand upon sound legs. How now, wholesome iniquity have you? One that a man may deal with all yet defied search. Oh, well, we have one here, if she would, but never came her like in Mytilene. Well, call forth, call forth. Oh, now comes that which has grown to the stalk but never plucked yet, I can assure you. Is she not a fair creature?
Hey. She would serve well after a long voyage at sea. Well, here's for you. Leave us.
Oh, Your Honor, I beseech you. A word, and I'll be done visibly.
I beseech you, do.
First, have it note that this is an honorable man.
I desire to find him so, that I may worthily note him.
Next, this is the governor of this country, a man who I am bound to.
If he govern the country, you are bound to him indeed, but how honorable he is in that, I know not.
With no more virginal fencing will you use him kindly. He will line your apron with gold.
What he will do graciously, I will thankfully receive.
Have you done?
Your Honor, she is not yet paced, and you must work her to your advantage. Come, let us leave her and the governor together. Come my ways.
Now, pretty one, how long have you been at this, trade?
What trade, sir?
Why, I cannot name. I shall offend.
I cannot be offended by my trade. Please you to name it.
How long have you been at this profession?
Ever since I can remember.
Did you go to it so young? Were you a gamester then at 5 or 7?
Earlier too, sir, if now I be one.
Why, the house you dwell in proclaims you to be a creature of sail.
Do you know this house to be a place of such resort and will come into it? I here tell you are of honorable parts and the governor of this place.
Why, hath your principal made known to you who I am?
Who is my principal?
Why, your herd woman, she that sets seeds and roots of shame and iniquity. You have heard something of my power, and so stand aloof for more serious wooing. But I protest to thee, pretty one, my authority shall not see thee, or else look friendly upon thee. Come, bring me to some private place. Come, come.
If you are more to honor, show it now. If put upon you, make the judgment good that thought you worthy of it.
How's this? How's this? Some more. Be saved.
For me, that of a maid, though most of gentle fortunes did place me in this sty, where since I came, diseases have been sold dearer than physic. Oh, that the gods would set me free from this unhallowed place! Though they did change me to the meanest bird that flied in pure air.
I did not think thou couldst spoke so well. I never dreamt thou couldst. Had I brought hither a corrupted mind, thy speech had altered it. Hold, here's gold for thee. Persevere in the clear way thou goest, and the gods strengthen thee.
The gods preserve you.
I beseech your honor, one piece for me.
Avaunt, thou damned doorkeeper! Your house, but for this virgin that doth profit, would sink and overwhelm you. Away!
How's this? How's this? We must take another course with you. If your peevish chastity, which is not worth a breakfast in the cheapest country under the coat, shall undo an entire household, let me be gelded like a spaniel. Come your ways.
Whither would you have me?
I must have your maidenhead taken off, or else the hangman shall execute it. Come your ways, mistress. We'll have no more gentlemen driven away. Come your ways, I say.
Now, what's the matter?
But worse and worse, mistress. She has spoken holy words to the Lord Lysimachus.
Oh, abominable!
She makes our profession as if it were to stink before the face of the gods.
Oh, Mary, hang her up forever.
The nobleman would have treated her like a nobleman. Instead, she sent him away cold as a snowball, saying his prayers too.
Bolt, take her away. Use her at thy pleasure. Crack the glass of her virginity, and make the rest malleable.
And if she were a thornier piece of ground than she is, she shall be plowed.
Hark! Hark, you gods!
She conjures, away with her. Would you never have come within my doorway? Marry, hang you!
Come your ways, mistress. Come your ways with me.
Whither would you have me?
To take from you the jewel that you hold so dear.
Prithee, tell me one thing first.
Very well now, one thing.
What canst thou wish thine enemy to be?
Well, I could wish him to be my master, or rather, my mistress.
Neither of these are so bad as thou art, for they do better thee in their command. Thou holdest a place for which the pain disputed hell would not in reputation change. Thou art the damned doorkeeper to every coistrel that comes inquiring for skin. To the choleric fisting of every rogue thy ear is liable. Thy food is such as hath been benched on by infected lungs.
What would you have me do? Go to the wars, would you? Where a man may serve 7 years for the loss of a leg and not have money enough in the end to buy him a wooden one?
Do anything but this thou doest. Empty old receptacles or common shores of filth. Serve by indenture to the common hangman. Any of these ways are yet better than this. For what thou professest to baboon, could he speak when on the name too dear? Oh, that the gods would safely deliver me from this place. Here's gold for thee. If that thy master may gain by me, proclaim that I can sing, weave, sew, and dance, with other virtues which I'll keep from boast, and I will undertake all of these to teach. I doubt not that this populous city will yield ready scholars.
But can you teach all this you speak of?
Prove that I cannot. Take me home again and prostitute me to the basest group that doth frequent your house.
Well, I will see what I can do for thee. If I can place thee, I will.
But amongst honest women?
Faith, my acquaintance lies little with them. I will do for thee what I can. Come your ways.
Meanwhile, back in Tyre.
Ha! Not this time! And thus begins Marina's new career as a teacher of home economics. And to her father our thoughts turn again. Where we left him on the sea, we there him lost, whence driven before the winds he has arrived here, where his daughter dwells on this coast. Suppose him now at anchor. The city strive God Neptune's annual feast to keep, from whence Lysimachus, our Tyrian ship, despies his banners sable, trimmed with rich expense, and to him in his barge with fervor highs. In your supposing once more put your sight of heavy Pericles. Think this his bark. Where what is done in action, more if might shall be discovered, please you sit and hark. Hark! It has an H in it! Hark!
Hail, reverend sirs! May the gods preserve you!
What is your place?
I am the governor of this place.
Sir, our vessel is of Tyre. In it the king, a man who for these 3 months hath not spoken to anyone, nor taken sustenance save to prorogue his grief.
Upon what ground is his distemperature?
It's here! It's in the documentation! It's no! Shakespeare didn't know it was there!
Sorry. I take that. Where's my line now?
Jeez.
On the ground of his... Gosh darn it. On his ground of his...
Okay, 'twould be too tedious to repeat. Suffice it to say
drove him to this.
Sir King, all hail! May the gods preserve you! Hail, royal! Sir?
He's melancholy, not deaf.
He will not speak to you.
Sir, we have a maid, Mytilene, and I durst wager would win some words of him. She, questionless in her sweet harmony and other chosen attractions, would allure and make a battery through his deafened heart. Oh! And here is the lady I speak of. Is she not a goodly presence?
She is a gallant lady.
She's such a one, that were I well assured came of gentle kind and noble stock, I'd wish no better choice and think me rarely wed. Fair one, all goodness consists in bounty, and expect, even here, where is a king? Kingly patient, if thy prosperous and artificial feet can draw him to answer thee not, thy sacred physic shall receive such pay as thy desires can wish.
Sir, I will use my utmost skill in his recovery, provided that none but I be suffered to come near him.
Come, let us leave her, and the gods make her prosperous.
Hail, sir, my lord, Landier.
Huh?
I am a maid, my lord, that never before has invited eyes, yet have been gazed on like a comet. She speaks, my lord, that maybe has endured a grief might equal yours, if both were justly weighed. The wayward fortunes have maligned my state. My derivation was from ancestors who stood equivalent with mighty kings. But time has rooted out my parentage, and to the world and awkward casualties bound me in servitude. I will desist, but there's something grows upon my cheek and whispers in my ear. Go not till we speak.
My fortunes. Parentage. Good parentage. Was it not thus? What say you?
I said, my lord, if you did know my parentage, you would not do me violence.
I do think so. Pray, turn your eyes upon me. You look like someone who I once... What countrywoman? Here are these shores.
No, nor of any shores, yet I am mortally brought forth in them no other than I appear.
Oh, I am great with woe and shall deliver weeping. My dear wife was like this maiden, such a one my daughter might have been. My queen's square brows, her stature within foot. As wand-like straight and silvery voiced, her eyes as jewel-like encased as richly, and pace another Juno, who starves the ears she feeds and gives them hunger the more she gives them speech. Where do you live?
Where I am but a stranger. From the deck you may discern the place.
Where were you bred? And how achieved you these endowments you make more rich to owe?
If I should tell my history, it would seem like lies, disdained in the reporting.
Oh, prithee speak. Falseness cannot come from thee, for thou lookst as modest as justice, and seemed a palace for the crown truth to dwell in. I will believe thee and make my senses credit thy relations with points that seem impossible, for thou lookst like someone whom I loved indeed. What were thy friends? Did thou not say when I pushed thee back, which was when I first perceived thee, that thou came from good descending?
So indeed I did.
Report thy parentage. Did thou not say you had been tossed from wrong to injury, and thought that thy griefs might equal mine if both were over?
Some such thing I said, and said no more, but what my thoughts did warrant me was likely.
Tell thy story. If thine considered proved 1,000 parts of mine endurance, that thou art a man, and I have suffered like a girl, and yet thou stand there gazing upon kings' graves, and smiling extremity out of act. What were thy friends, and how lost thou them? Thy name, my most kind virgin. Recount, I do beseech thee. Come, sit by me.
My name is Marina.
Oh, I am mocked. And thou hast been sent hither by some incensed god to make the world laugh at me.
Patience, good sir. Here, I'll cease.
Nay, I'll be patient. Thou dost not know how thou hast startled me by calling thyself Marina.
The name was given me by one who had some power, my father, and the king.
But are you flesh and blood, and have you a pulse, and are no fairy? Motion well, speak on. Where were you born, and wherefore called Marina?
Called Marina, for I was born at sea.
At sea? What mother?
My mother was the daughter of a king who died the minute I was born. As my good nurse like Horrid, I have oft delivered weeping.
Oh, stop there a while. This is the rarest of dreams that ever dull sleep, and mocks sad fools withal. This cannot be. My daughter is buried. Where were you bred? I will hear you to the bottom of your story and never interrupt you.
You scorn. Believe me, 'twere best I did give o'er.
I will believe you by the syllable of what you shall deliver, yet give me leave. Where were you? How come you to these parts, and where were you bred?
The king, my father, did in Tarsus leave me, till cruel Cleon with his wicked wife did attempt to murder me, having wooed a villain to attempt it, who having drawn to do it, a crew of pirates came and rescued me, brought me to Mytilene. But, good sir, whither would you have me? Why do you weep? It may be you think me an impostor. No, good faith, I am the daughter to King Pericles, if good King Pericles be.
Oh, Helicanus!
Calls my lord.
Thou art a graven, wise counselor, and wise in most our things. Tell me, if you can, what this maid is, or is most like to be, that has made me weep.
I know not, but here is the regent, sir, speaks nobly of her.
She would never tell her parentage, being demanded that she would sit and weep.
Oh, Helicanus, strike me, honored sir. Give me a gash, put me to present pain, lest these seas of joys overwhelm me and drown me in their sweetness. Oh, come here, prithee. Thou that begettest him that did thee beget, thou that was lost at sea and buried at Tarsus, thou and thou found again. Oh, Helicanus, down on thy knees, and thank the gods above, as loud as thunder that threatens us. This is Marina. What was thy mother's name? Tell me that. The truth can never be confirmed enough, though doubts did ever sleep.
First, sir, I pray, what is your title?
I am Pericles, king of Tyre. But tell me now, my drawn queen's name. As in the rest you said, thou hast been godlike perfect, and inherited kingdoms unlike thy Pericles, thy father.
Is it no more to be your daughter than to say my mother's name was Thaisa? Thaisa was the mother that did end the minute I began.
Oh, now rise, and blessings on thee. Thou art my child. Give me fresh garments. Mine own Helicanus, she is not dead at Tarsus, as she should have been by savage Leon. She shall tell thee all, when thou shalt kneel and justify in knowledge. She is thy very princess. Oh, who is this?
Sir, this is the governor of Mytilene, who, hearing of your melancholy state, did come to see you.
I embrace you. Give me my robes, and I'm wild in my beholdings. Oh, heavens bless my girl. But hark, what music? Tell Helicanus, my Marina. Tell him over. Not yet here?
My lord, I hear.
Most heavenly music that nips me under sleeping, and thick slumber hangs upon my eyes. I must rest.
A pillow for his head. Come, leave him all. Well, my companion friends, if this be answer to my just belief, I'll well remember you.
together before the people all, reveal how thou at sea didst lose thy wife. To mourn thy crosses with thy daughters, call and give them repetition to the life. Or perform my bidding, or thou livest in woe. Do it and happy by my silver bow.
Celestial Diane, goddess Argentine, I will obey thee. Helicanus!
Sir!
My purpose was for Tarsus there to strike the inhospitable Cleon. But I am for other services first. Toward Ephesus, turn our blown sails. Eftsoons, I'll tell thee why. Shall we refresh us, sir, upon your shore and give you such gold as our provisions will need?
And sir, and that is true. And when you come ashore, I have another suit for you.
You shall prevail, for were you to woo my daughter, for it seems you have been noble towards her.
Sir. Sir, let me hear her.
Come, my Marina. Hail, Diane, to do thy just command, and to repeat the damned play over again. I here confess myself the king of Tyre, who frightened from my country, did wed at Pentapolis the fair Thaisa. At sea in childbed died she, but brought forth a maid child called Marina, who, O goddess, yet still wears thy silver livery. She at Tarsus was nursed with Cleon, who at 14 years he did try to murder. But the better stars brought her to Mytilene, against whose shores riding her fortunes brought the maid aboard us, where her most clear remembrance she made known herself, my daughter.
Oh, voice and favor, you are! Oh, royal Pericles!
Oh, what means the name? She dies.
Well, sir, if you've told Diana's altar true, this is your wife!
No, I threw her overboard with these very arms.
Upon these shores, I warrant you.
Well, 'tis most certain.
Sir, I opened the coffin myself. I placed her here in Diana's temple.
Oh, let me look. Are you my lord? Like him you are. Like him you spake. Did you not mention a tempest, a birth, and a death? The umpteenth frickin' million times!
It is the voice of dead Thaisa!
That Thaisa am I, supposed dead and drowned at sea. Now, I know you better. When we with tears parted Pentapolis, my father gave you such a ring.
Second time in these arms.
My heart bleeds to be gone to my mother's bosom.
Look here, Thaisa. That burden at sea is Marina.
Blessed and mine own.
Pure Diane, bless thee for thy vision. I will offer night oblations for thee. Thaisa, this prince, her fair betrothed, through your daughtership, they shall marry at Pentapolis. And yet there, my queen, we will celebrate their nuptials, and ourselves will in that kingdom spend our following days. Our son and daughter shall in Tyre's reign. Lord Caramon, we do our longing stay to hear the rest untold. Please lead the way.
And his daughter you have heard of monstrous lust, the due and just reward. In Pericles his queen and daughter seen, although assailed with fortune fierce and keen, virtue preserved from fell destruction's blast, led on by heaven, and crowned with joy at last. In Helicanus, you may well decry a figure of truth, of faith, of loyalty. In revered Charamon, there well appears the worth that learned charity eye wears. For wicked Cleon and his wife, when fame had spread their cursed deed, an honored name of Pericles, to rage the city turned, that him and his they in his palace burn. The gods for murder seem so content to punish them, although not done but meant. So on your patience evermore attending, new joy awaits you. Now my coma's ending.
Is that better than drowning?
That was my spring.
I got revenge, did you? Oh!
Excuse me.
Wait a minute. Where am I?
In your house.
But it was so real and wet. And you were there? And you were there? And you were there?
Did we enjoy it?
Hi guys, sorry I'm late. Do we have time for another walk-in?